Hello friends, today we are making a gel candle using ingredients that you can easily find at home. So let's get started. Use glue gun to stick candle wick at the base of the jar. Now have fun squeezing the gel, it's so satisfying. When you are done, use a cutting board and a knife to cut it into cubes. Put it in a measuring bowl to measure the quantity. You can always check how much is needed by pouring water into your jar and measuring the quantity. For this candle, I am using 8 ounces of candle gel. Transfer the gel into a stainless steel pot and put it over a slightly larger stainless steel pot filled with water halfway. You can also use a double boiler. Let's get our dry ingredients ready. Put it on high flame and it will melt in 20 to 25 minutes. If you put it on a lower flame, it will take longer. Be careful not to use a spatula to mix the gel as it forms bubbles in your clear gel and makes it cloudy. If you want to move it around to assist with melting gel, use silicone gloves to tilt and swirl the pots. Here you can see that I have gathered some small nuts, pepper, cloves, star anise, cinnamon sticks, cardamom, coffee beans, and even fennel. You will also need essential oil. I am using sweet orange and tea tree and some food coloring. Optional, you can use candle dyes as well. Pour some gel into the base of the jar and quickly stick dried rose, star anise, and any ingredients you want at the base of the candle. Push them in to ensure they are immersed from the base so they stick in place. Move the pot back to heating while you wait for this to settle. Open the caps from food coloring. You plan to use an essential oil. You will also need a toothpick handy to move things around. Gel candle solidifies very fast, so you have to work quickly with it. Therefore, prepping in advance and being ready with how you want to position your ingredients is important. You can choose to make colorful gel by pouring and mixing food color in the gel while it melts in the pot, and use toothpick or a teaspoon to mix the color. But today we will try something fun. We will make patterns with color in the candle. Allow any gel that sticks to your spatula or sides or falls while pouring to solidify. Pick it up and put it back in pot to melt and use. The key is to not allow gel to solidify while you are working in intervals. After 15 minutes, take the rest of the gel and pour into the jar. Stop at various intervals to add more ingredients as you like. Put drops of food coloring and use toothpick to swirl by moving it back and forth. Push the toothpick into the gel to make fun patterns and art. Use different colors for fun. Add essential oil. Mix it with the toothpick as well. Experiment with various combinations, color movement, and scents. Pour gel as you go to position things in different locations. Keep in mind, if you pour all things and gel together, everything floats to the top. Ensure that your candle wick is centered before you let it cure. Let the candle settle for 15 to 20 minutes. We will now use gold leaf to add feature to our candle. Instead of just putting food coloring in the center of the candle, I also tried putting some food color drops on the sides of the candle jar. Use a paper towel to wipe off any excess that accidentally touches the glass, and use a toothpick to push the color into the gel to make fun patterns on the corners and on the sides. Since this was not intentional and I am just experimenting with the gel candle wax to show you different techniques, I just realized that by the time I poured food coloring on the sides, it was already solid. So when you do this, while it is liquid, you'll have better results. Cut the candle wick. Use a paintbrush to layer the glass with a thin layer of Mod Podge. Now place the gold leaf sheet on top. Use a dry brush to smooth it on the glass and ensure there is no air between the Mod Podge and sheet. Let it dry for 10 to 15 minutes. Now repeat the same process on the mouth of the jar and make a gold leaf ring. Now rub off the excess of gold leaf with a dry brush. You will notice interesting distressed gold leaf details on your candle. Keep the excess gold leaf flakes in a jar for later use. This looked so nice that I decided to add some distressed gold leaf details on the sides of the jar as well. I used Mod Podge to seal gold leaf in place, but I realized it makes the glass look a little dull. Therefore, I recommend that you use a clear sealer spray. Enjoy your candle. My favorite part is when the candle burns and the gel melts. And at the top of the candle, it makes a clear pool. It looks beautiful. Here I am putting my candle on a dish, a wooden dish, with some dried flowers, which are actually roses, and some string lights. Here's how the food coloring and the glitter detail looks from the sides. It also looks beautiful as is. Just look at how it glows. It's beautiful. Put it in your garden or on a kitchen counter and enjoy. I'll see you with another fun project. Be sure to like and subscribe. For now, there are a few tips for your consideration. When you clean your pots and utensils, make sure that you wipe your pots with a dry paper towel and remove any gel residue. Warm the pots, empty, and wipe any leftovers that are sticking on the sides. Now use sponge with soap and water to clean properly. Also take precaution not to put dried ingredients too close to the candle wick. It will burn and destroy your candle. This is from my personal experience. As this gel candle was burning, all the ingredients were burning as well. So then I turned it off and I used a toothpick to remove a few of the ingredients that were really close to the candle wick and then moved the other ingredients to the side. It works just fine now.